হসপিটালে আছে না কেন স্যার?
ঠিক আছে, তাহলে ওখানে যাও, ওখানে গিয়ে করো ওটা আগে।
না না স্যার, দ্য থিং ইজ দ্যাট ওই আপনি বললেন না মানে মেলটার ব্যাপারে, মেলটা এসছে কিনা স্যার? মেলটা আমার কাছে আসেনি, মানে কোনো ইমেল আসেনি ইমেল ট্র্যাকিং
আজকে
দেখানো।
না, মেল অনেকদিন আগে পাঠিয়েছি, গরু কোথাকার মেল, অ্যাটলিস্ট 3 দিন থেকে 4 দিন আগে পাঠিয়েছি।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
আর কিছু, আর কিছু এনিওয়ান? চলো, is there any other question from the last classes? Is there any other question from the last classes? Chalo, I think you have forgot all those things. Let's start with the then basic part, then I'll come to the last one. Chalo. So last year we have finished the, I think we have finished the solution of that forced vibration. That is, we told you that, we discussed about that if we consider the force force that is the force which is we are applying from the outside is expressed in terms of e to the power E0 IPT or F0 IPT, then the solution will be like this: x equal to a e to the f naught e to the power I pt minus psi. Okay, this kind of equation will come. Okay, a is nothing but the amplitude, where amplitude is nothing but anyone or a e to the power I naught, sorry, then f naught will not be there. Then a e to the power I pt minus this one, and a is nothing but e to the power this one, omega square minus p square plus 4 k square c square. Can you remember this equation?
Yes, sir.
This is the,
Yes, sir.
this is for this, for as we have considered, f equal to, that is the external outside to f to the power IPT. Okay, instead of e to the power IPT, just give me 1 second. Okay, instead of e to the power IPT, if we consider f equal to f naught sin pt, or f equal to f naught cos pt, only the thing will change here is nothing but the expression of e to the power IPT. That time, if we consider sin pt, that will be a sin pt minus 5. Nothing else, nothing will change. Where a is again f naught omega square p square plus 4k square p square. Okay, got my point? Like this. So nothing will change. If you consider x equal to e to the power IPT, then the solution will be, I think it is visible. Okay, e to the power a e to the power IPT minus 5. If it is sin pt, then it will be a sin pt minus 5. If it is f equal to, that is the external periodic force which I am applying, if equal to f naught cos pt, then it will be a cos pt minus 5, like this one. If you ask me that how it is happening, you can go for the calculation, or I can give you a little bit of new hint that this way you can also check whether our solution is correct or not. So as I said, it will be, again, say this is for x1 and this is for x2. So it is divided for the cos 1, it will be a cos pt minus 5. Okay, so can I write it down? X equal to, another term is nothing but x2 plus ix1. Okay, that is nothing but cos theta plus I sin theta. That will give rise to combination of these two, gives rise to this one. So as we have discussed in the first class, that is the external force which we are applying from the outside has to be periodic. For that, we have discussed that periodic force must be either can be expressed in terms of cos theta or sin theta. But we have derived the expression with the more complex term, that is the combination of these two, that is the e to the power I theta. For e to the power I theta, we have achieved the, at steady state for post oscillator, the equation should be x equal to a e to the power I pt minus 5. If we go for the sin term, then nothing will change, only instead of e to the power I, it will be sin p theta minus 5, and it will be x2 equal to p theta minus 5, nothing else. And x, if we combine these two, then we can go for again this way. So this is nothing but simpler rule. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now now if I ask you, if your understanding is proper, if your understanding is proper, if your understanding is proper, now say for this one, but if I ask you what is the value of A and B, that is nothing but, we have already derived, that is the A is nothing but F naught omega square. Now our whole concentration on these two terms, 4A square E square. Now if I add, this is nothing but, that is that 5. What is the value of 5? Anyone? What is the value of 5? Value of 5 from the last class, it is nothing but
Tan inverse 2 kp.
And inverse 2k, the
2
next
kp by
2
omega
kp by
square minus
omega
p
square
square.
minus p square.
minus p square. Now, if I ask you this question, now on the basis of these two questions, if I ask you this question, what is the phase difference? If I the question is, what is the phase difference? Phase difference between the driving force, and the driven oscillator. Between the driving force and the driven oscillator. Okay, what do you mean by that? Driving force and driven oscillator. What do you mean by that? Driving force means the force you are applying from the outside. The force which you are applying from the outside, that is nothing but the periodic force. And driven oscillator means the oscillator which is showing the forced oscillation. So if I write it down the sign term, we have already write x equal to a sin pt minus phi. So obviously we have to find out the value of this phi. This phase difference is nothing but this quantity. That is the phase difference between the driven force and the driving oscillator. Now look at this. In all these expressions, for a particular vibration, the omega is constant. We can only vary, and k is constant also. We can go for a different kind of minimum. That time the k will vary. But p, the value of the periodic frequency, the value of the cyclic frequency of the periodic force can change from 0 to infinity. Yes or no? The force we are applying from the outside, its cyclic frequency can change from 0 to infinity. Yes or no? We can apply different force.
Yes, sir.
So depending on the value of p, the value of phi will depend. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Depending on the value of p, the value of phi will depend. So let's go. Let's go with the first one. When p equal to 0. Number 1, when p equal to 0, what will happen? And p equal to 0, what will happen? When p equal to 0, that means p equal to 0, tan phi equal to tan inverse
0.
phi equal to 0.
It will be 0, sir.
0.
0. So phi equal to 0 means there is no phase difference between the driven oscillator and the driving force. There is no phase difference between the driven oscillator and the driving force. No phase difference between this is a no phase difference. This is no phase difference, okay, between the driven oscillator and the driving force. Number 1. This phi, whatever I will write here, this is very, very common question for the MCQ. Number 2, there will be some, as I said, p can vary from 0 to infinity. P can vary from 0 to infinity. So 0 is here. At some point of time, it will be omega, and that is nothing but called when p equal to omega. What is that? P equal to omega. This is 0. So this is 0 by something by 0, that is infinity. Okay, p tan infinity means how much?
90 degree, 90 degree.
90 degree pi by 2.
Pi by 2. That means the difference between the driving force and the driven oscillator is pi by 2. So that condition, this will be achieved in the resonance. Okay, this condition is nothing but the condition for resonance. I will come to this resonance point maybe after 5 minutes. Okay, so this is nothing but the condition for the resonance where the driven force and the driving oscillator are pi by 2 ahead of each other. That is the difference between these two is there, or in other words, driven force, a driving system lags by pi by 2. Okay, at resonance, driving system lags behind pi by 2 of the driven oscillator. Okay, number 2. Number 3. So there are three possibilities. P can be less than omega, P can be greater than omega, and P can be infinity. Okay, if suppose P is less than omega, then what will happen? P is less than omega, then what will happen? P is less than omega. So this quantity is higher. So obviously this quantity will be positive. So that means tan phi equal to positive. If tan phi equal to positive quantity, then what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? 10 pi is a positive quantity, then what does it mean? So, sorry? Anyone? And if
Sir, it will lead. Ribbon oscillator will lead driving force.
no, but if 10 pi is the 10 pi is a positive quantity, what is the value of pi?
Phi
Sir, it will be somewhat between 0 and pi.
20.
Thank you so much. It will be somewhat between 0 to pi by 2. So if pi 10 pi is positive, then the phase difference is between 0 to pi by 2. 0 but less than pi by 2. Yes or no? Okay, sorry. It will not be less than, it will be this one. So this is will be at 0 to pi by 2. What my point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If the next one, P is less than omega, that is greater than omega, then what will happen? 10 pi will be negative. If 10 pi is negative, then what is the value? 10 pi is negative.
Yes, pi by 2.
Between 90 degree and 180 degree.
Between the pi by 2 to 0, pi by 2 to pi, Yes or no? Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now the last point, if you find out 10 phi, if p tends to infinity, don't go for p infinity, then everything will not be done. So that is my last point. It is a forceful one. If p tends to infinity, then what will happen? If p tends to infinity, then what will happen? Not tends to infinity. I am saying tends to infinity. Okay, not I am saying that infinity.
Sir, phi tends to 0.
10 phi tends to 0. 10 phi tends to 0, phi tends to. You are not, I'm not saying, you can skip this one. So, most of you have the problem that you put the value of infinity here, infinity by infinity, that is undefined. Not like that way. I am going for that. P tends to infinity. It is not infinity, but it is a huge number. Then what will happen?
तो tan inverse 1 হবে
Q tan inverse 1. Tan inverse 1 माने कब?
45
Sorry? नहीं. शुभम बोलो, हर्षित बोलो. क्या बोल रहे हो? हर्षित क्या बोल रहे हो? ये नीचे नहीं दिखा रहा है, तुम लोग नहीं बोल रहे हो मेरे को. हर्षित क्या? ओके, ये कैलकुलेट करके देखना क्या होगा. जितना
0.
10 phi 0 होगा, तब उसका वैल्यू क्या होता है? अभी तुमने किया ना 10 phi 0 मतलब 10 phi tends to 0.
No phase difference.
Phi is equals to 0.
No phase difference.
no
No. One is 10 phi equal to 0 and another is 10 phi tends to 0.
Theta will tend to 0.
Pi
very less phase difference
Yeah.
The phase difference will be very less.
Very less phase difference.
Okay. Sure. Done. Okay. So at these kind of question they can ask you, but this is not a this is a forceful one. Sometimes some people say that it will be 10 theta phi tends to 0, then phi tends to pi. If someone says it is equal to 0, then the answer should be pi equal to 0. It is one kind of forceful thing. Okay. You don't can calculate from here. So I am erasing all this. Okay. Now the most important point and important question, important topic is here. So from where you can at least expect at least 5 marks from this topic. Okay, that is called the resonance. Okay, so resonance, what do you mean by resonance? Now look at this. I'll come to this point, that is resonance. I'll come to this one, resonance. It is called resonance. Okay, there are two kinds of resonance. One is called amplitude resonance, amplitude resonance, and another is called velocity resonance. This is one is called amplitude resonance. Sorry. Okay, one is called amplitude resonance, another is called the velocity resonance. Now my point is that okay, now what is resonance? So we have already defined the value of the cyclic frequency of the applied periodic force can vary from 0 to infinity. Okay, So depending on this frequency of the applied periodics at a particular value of that cyclic frequency, the displacement amplitude and the velocity amplitude of the forced oscillator become maximum. This phenomena is known as the resonance, and that particular frequency for which the amplitude or the velocity become maximum is called the resonance frequency. Okay, got my point? So resonance is nothing but one kind of phenomena where the amplitude and the velocity become maximum, okay, at a particular value of the applied periodic force. Okay, I am repeating once again. So we are applying a periodic force from the outside, which have a cyclic frequency of p. The value of the p can vary from 0 to infinity, depending on this value, the behavior of the oscillator will change. For a particular value of the applied periodic frequency, the value of the displacement amplitude and the value of the velocity amplitude will become maximum. This phenomena is known as resonance, and that particular frequency where this amplitude and the velocity become maximum, it is called the resonance frequency. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
So can you repeat once again?
Yes, sir.
Write it down, it will be better. Okay, the displacement amplitude and the velocity amplitude, the displacement amplitude and the velocity amplitude of the forced oscillator, the displacement amplitude and the velocity amplitude or the forced oscillator depend on the frequency of the applied periodic force. Depend on the frequency of the applied periodic force. For a particular frequency of the applied periodic force, the displacement amplitude or the velocity amplitude become maximum. Am I audible or my voice is breaking?
No, sir, it is audible.
Sir,
audible.
okay, right.
Kundan, just rejoin.
Audible, sir.
Just give me 1 second. Class है अच्छी बात. No, video class. Okay, so this is the displacement amplitude and the velocity amplitude of a forced vibration is depend on the frequency of the applied periodic force. For a particular value of the applied periodic force, the displacement amplitude and the velocity amplitude is become maximum. This phenomena is known as resonance. And the particular frequency at which this phenomena is happening, for a particular frequency at that in which this phenomena is happening is known as resonance frequency. Okay, is known as resonance frequency. So I'll start. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll start with the amplitude resonance. I'll come back to this one is very important. I'll come to this one first. Amplitude resonance. What do you mean by amplitude resonance? The definition will be same. You can write in your own way, but I am giving you direct. For a particular value of the applied periodic frequency, the amplitude of the driven oscillator become maximum. This event is known as the amplitude resonance, and that particular frequency is called the resonance frequency. Write it in your own way that for a particular frequency of the applied periodic force, the amplitude, let's mute yourself. I think please there. For a particular value of the applied periodic force, the amplitude of the forced oscillator become maximum. This phenomena is known as amplitude resonance, and that particular frequency is called the resonance frequency. Got my point? So, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So, look at this. If I am doing the amplitude resonance, so that means all things lies in this term. Okay, maybe I am writing here. So if I am doing the amplitude resonance, so all things lies in this term, that is F naught omega square C square plus 4K square T square 4k square p square. This is whole root, and this one is like this. So look at this. Amplitude become maximum for a particular value of the periodic frequency, that is p. Got my point? So on depending on the value of p, at some point this value will become maximum. So for this is a constant value, and this is the only thing it can change. So can we say that if we change the p, it will change, and for a particular value it will become minimum, so that the value will be totally maximum? Yes or no? That at a particular value of the p, the denominator will be minimum, so that this quantity will become maximum. Yes or no?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So look, I need the amplitude resonance. So that means amplitude will become maximum for a particular value of p. Now, if this is my expression of amplitude, this is a constant quantity. These only things can vary with respect to p. Now, in this quantity, if this quantity become minimum, then the entire quantity will become maximum. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Denominator.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
can I
sir.
write it down? Can I say that if we take the derivative of this quantity, only this one, d dp, that is as it is changing with respect to p, d dp of what? Only this quantity. Root लेने का कोई जरूरत नहीं. Omega square minus p square plus 4k square p square. This should be 0. Yes or no? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. We are almost done. So what will be the expression then? What will be the expression then? 2. 2 comes out. 2 into 2 into p. Sorry. 2 into 2 into p. Omega square minus p square whole square plus 4 into 2 into k square p is equal to 0. Yes or no?
Sir, 2p will be in minus.
Yes, sir.
Will be minus this one. Thank you so much. So this one, 4, 2 cancel out, 4 can cancel out. Yeah, p can cancel out, as p cannot be in 0. If p is 0, then everything gone. So p cannot be 0. So this one. So can I say this is nothing but omega square, sorry. Yeah, we can write in that way also. Omega square minus p square whole square. No, not whole square. यहाँ पर whole square नहीं रहेगा. क्यों रहेगा?
No, sir.
यहाँ पर omega square p square. So 2 is coming out. So there will not be
That's
any.
2k square minus omega square minus p square.
Yeah, and this will be. You can write. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now what I need that particular frequency for which it is becoming maximum. So I need the value of p. Yes or no? I need that particular frequency where the amplitude is become maximum. Got my point?
Yes,
I
sir.
said that at a particular frequency of the applied periodic force, amplitude become maximum. So I need the value of p where the amplitude is becoming maximum. So this means, can I say p square? P square is nothing but omega square minus 2k square. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This frequency that at this particular value the amplitude is becoming maximum. That's why sometimes it is also written as PR square is equal to omega square minus k square 2k square or simply PR is equal to omega square minus 2k square root. Okay, now obviously these are denotes the resonance. Okay, resonance frequency. This PR is nothing but called the resonance frequency. This PR is nothing but the resonance frequency, as suffix R denotes the condition for the resonance. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Is it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Yes,
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 sir.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, provided this condition is only holds true if this omega square is greater than k square, 2k square. Okay, this equation only holds if this omega square is greater than this square, this 2k square. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, now with the basic idea of this up to this point, can you tell me if you compare simple harmonic motion, if you compare damped harmonic motion, if you compare forced harmonic oscillator, whose frequency is maximum and whose frequency is less, and or what can you tell about the frequency if you compare the frequency of the simple harmonic oscillator, if you compare the damped oscillator, and if you compare the forced oscillator, what kind of what kind of statement you can say on these three, comparing these three? Got my point? So if you compare simple harmonic motion, if you compare forced and damped, if you compare forced, what can you interfere? That is the whether the SHM is a higher frequency, forced one is a lesser, or damped is a more higher, like this one. Anyone? At resonance.
Resonance will be higher and SHM will be lower.
It's a poor.
SHM will be higher
natural
than
higher
damped
order.
than this one.
SHM का frequency क्या है? SHM का frequency F equal to omega by 2 pi. Okay, this is SHM. Damped का क्या है? Damped का that is F equal to omega by 2 pi root over 1 minus omega square k square, something like that. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
K square by omega square.
K square by omega.
K square by omega square. Yes or no? Now, what is this? What is the frequency at resonance? At resonance, this is the fourth frequency. It is equal to P by omega. Omega by 2 pi. Sorry, P is nothing but, this PR is nothing but omega by 2 pi. Omega by 2 pi means omega square minus 2k square. Yes or no? What my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This was omega. This was only omega. This was omega minus k square. And right now, this one is omega square minus 2k square. Which one is greater? Which one? So can I submit that SHM frequency? This one is greater than damped. This one is like this. Yes or no? But my point is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So okay. So right now I can add one more expression in this thing. Okay, I think I can erase these two. I don't need each one. So amplitude is nothing but this, and the particular frequency for where the amplitude is becoming maximum is called PR. PR is nothing but PR we have already raised omega square minus 2k square. Okay, this one good. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now look at this. If I ask you that what can you interpret from these two expressions, can we say that? Now look at this. Can I say that amplitude is greater for the lower value of k except p equal to omega? That is for p equal to p less than omega and p greater than omega. That is, can I say that amplitude will be greater. Amplitude will be greater for low value of k. For low value of k, except p equal to omega. That is p less than omega and p greater than omega. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Amplitude. So look at this. If this is p except p equal to omega, forget it. If the k value is lower, then the amplitude will be higher. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is case number. This is one. Number two. Can I also predict that if p equal to omega, then if p equal to omega, then what will happen? P equal to omega.
তখনই তো রেজোনেন্স হলো।
No, p equal to omega. This will be the 0. So that time,
হ্যাঁ, 0.
what will be the value? F equal to 2kp. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now check. So obviously from this one you can check if there is no damping. If there is no damping, the amplitude will be infinite. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If no damping, if k value is 0, the amplitude will be infinite. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chalo. Now let's find out the amplitude at this point. That is at the resonance. What will be the amplitude? Then we will draw a curve. Okay. Now, if we are saying that from this expression, resonance frequency. Now, can you tell me at this point what will be the velocity, what will be the amplitude? Can I say that is the A at this point, A max, that is at PR. What will be the value? If not, omega square minus p square. So this is equal to omega square minus p square. P square equal to omega square minus 2k
2k
square.
square हो जावे.
Omega square plus 2k square. Okay, then 4k square p square. Then what will happen? 4k square p square. 4k square.
Omega square minus.
Omega square minus 2k square.
Omega square minus
2k square.
Then what will happen? Calculate it in your copy. Then what will happen? Okay, how much? This will be 4k square omega square 4 to the power 8 k to the power 4. This is again square. Sorry. This is again square. So how much? I think it will cancel out. 4k square means 8k to the power 4. 4, that means kitna aa raha?
Sir, f naught divided by 2k root under omega square minus k square.
ये आएगा 4k square omega square minus 4
Minus 4k to the power 4.
Sir, 2k we will take common.
हाँ 2k कॉमन ले लो ना. हाँ ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. थैंक यू. ये इस तरफ जा रहा है, नहीं इस तरफ नहीं जा रहा है. तो कितना हुआ? इसको f नॉट ले लो, अब 2k ले लो.
Root under
2k
omega
ले लो.
minus
क्या हुआ?
Omega square minus.
और भी सिंपल तरीका है कि माइनस को नीचे नहीं रख के मैं और थोड़ा मजेदार कर सकता हूँ. कैसे? तो इसको माइनस को इसको पीआर के टर्म से लिख सकता हूँ. ये सिंपल है, लिखने की कोई जरूरत नहीं, लेकिन तुम कर सकते हो. मैं मतलब थोड़ा बहुत सारा बुक में दिया हुआ, इसको लिख सकता हूँ. a max is nothing but, can I write it? F naught omega, this is 2k. Can I write this one? 2k into omega square. यहाँ पर माइनस के स्क्वायर है, यहाँ पर माइनस के स्क्वायर. कैन आई राइट इट माइनस 2k स्क्वायर प्लस k स्क्वायर. ये सुनिए.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
स्क्वायर माइनस k स्क्वायर, दैट इज नथिंग ओमेगा स्क्वायर 2k स्क्वायर माइनस k स्क्वायर.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
इसको क्यों लिखा? ये
A minus omega whole square. A minus omega whole square कितना जावे?
So this is nothing but f naught by 2k root over pr square plus k square. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And PR is nothing but this. So you can represent any possible way. Okay. So amplitude at A max will be either, that is A max, this will be either F naught by 2k into omega square minus k square, or this one equal to F naught 2k p square plus k square. Done. So now the term comes, that is the sharpness of resonance. Okay, this is another, not another topic. This is the same topic with this. It is not completed. So this is the amplitude. Now, if I consider sharpness of resonance, sharpness of amplitude resonance. What do you mean by that? That means how the amplitude is decaying on both sides of the resonance frequency. So I will come back to this, but I need the explanation graphically of this point here first. So if I draw a graph, amplitude of resonance, that is that if I draw the amplitude resonance graph, that is A, and this is say P equal to omega. Okay, if P equal to omega this side and this is P equal to omega and this point it is omega, so this side P is less than omega, this side is P less than omega and this side P greater than omega. Okay, second এক মিনিট সেকেন্ড দেখে নিচ্ছি, হাই চান্স আছে সেকেন্ডে থাকার, সেকেন্ড পিরিয়ডেই থাকার, এক মিনিট জাস্ট গাইস গিভ মি 1 সেকেন্ড, দাঁড়াও রুটিনটা দেখে নিচ্ছি। Thursday is IT. Okay. So then what will happen? If this is my P, so this is my resonance frequency. So this is my point. Okay. Now at P equal to omega, at P equal to 0, from where is the equation graph will start? Obviously we have to consider if P equal to omega, this will be maximum. So, and if P equal to 0, this is 0, this is 0, then it will start from some point, yes or no? It will not be 0. If P is 0, this quantity is 0, this is F naught by omega. Okay, yes or no? That will start from a point, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So, it will not start from here. Now, so if the K value is 0, we have already proved, if look at this, if K value is 0 in this expression, both Amax will be infinity. So can I say that the car will be like this? Yes or no? At K equal to 0, that is no K. So the Amax will be at infinity. Now, if I introduce K, what will happen? That means this has some value and this has P has some value, but it started. Can I say that the car will be like this? Number 1, K for less K. If I go for more K, that is I am giving more value of K, then the car will be this. This is for moderate. This is visible? Yeah, I think. This is for moderate K. And this is for
Higher K.
This is for high K. Is it clear to everyone? Now, with all this expression, we can say this is the nature of the amplitude versus periodic frequency curve. This is the no damping condition. K is 0. That means no damping. This is no damping. Okay, and this is the high K. That means highly damped. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So my point is that can you so what is now I want to, with this picture I want to go for the sharpness of resonance. Sharpness of the amplitude resonance, write it down. Sharpness of the amplitude resonance is the rate of fall of amplitude with the change of frequency, applied periodic frequency on either side of the resonance frequency. Write it down. Okay, just wait, I phrase it. Okay, sharpness of the resonance amplitude, sharpness of the amplitude resonance is the rate of fall of amplitude, with the change of frequency of the applied periodic force, on each side of the resonance frequency. Is it clear to everyone?
1 second.
Sharpness of the amplitude resonance is the rate of fall of amplitude with the change of applied periodic frequency, with the change of the frequency of the applied periodic force on each side of the resonance frequency. Yes or no? Got my point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now look at the board. In this picture, you can easily predict that at 0K, the curve is more sharp. At K with less K, the curve is slightly flatter. at moderate K it is more flatter and extremely flat at high K? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
But if I ask at this point, how can you compare these two? This is more steeper and this is more flatter. How can you? There should be some parameter, ना? ये बचपन से करके आ रहे हैं. That if you saw this kind of curve, this is more steeper and this is more flatter. How can you predict it? There should be some parameter.
Slope.
Sir, rate of
Slope.
It's not every time. It is not possible to go for the slope and everything. But then what is the parameter? Not
angle bar করে
No, it's again a complex thing. I don't want to go for all that as we say in the very normal teacher. So you can take this one.
Sir, if both x and y coordinates are proportional directly or inversely?
No. Any other? Suppose this is a one curve. Suppose this is one curve. Suppose this is my one curve. Suppose this is my one curve. Okay. And there is another curve. Which one is more? This one. You will say this one is more flatter and this one is more sharper. Yes, sir.
Sir, by finding the rate of change of slope.
Rate of change of slope. Again, yeah, you are going in the right way, but exactly.
Second one is more sharp, sir. Means gradually it increases and it decreases.
Sir, by using maximum minima.
Sir, maybe it reaches the equilibrium faster.
Can I say in the simple thing that knowingly or unknowingly, you are measuring the gap between this peak? Yes or no? Every
Yes.
time you are measuring this peak. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Whenever
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are measuring the distance between two sides. That makes this to this, this to this, this to this. Yes, sir. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But there should be some reference point from where we can change that value. मतलब इसका यहाँ पर कंपेयर कर लो तो मतलब सोच लो. So इसका यहाँ पर कंपेयर कर लो, इसका जो आया और इसका यहाँ पर कंपेयर कर लो, तो एक नहीं. There should set. Okay, just give me 1 second. Suppose there is two curves. Okay, so suppose there are two curves. So knowingly or unknowingly, I don't know. You are measuring the distance between two. Now, at which point you will measure this distance? If you measure the distance at this point, then this curve is more sharper, this is more flatter. But if you are measuring here, then you can go for the reverse one. Then what is the reference point?
একটা লাইনই মেজার করতে হবে।
Resonant frequency.
At same line.
At same line, but that same line is
At
not
middle,
at middle. What do you mean by middle?
center.
This is called, you have read this term in the
Bandwidth.
yeah, thank you so much. You are going in a good way. Bandwidth. How can you measure that one? It is called the full width of maximum. It is called, write the term. It will be beneficial for your entire career. When you will discuss anything bandwidth and everything, then it is the term will come full width half maximum. What do you mean by that? I am erasing all this, then you will understand easily. I am using all this, then you will understand very easily. So suppose this is a car. Okay, what is the sharpness of this car? This means, suppose this is my car. Okay, this is my car. This is A max. And this point is A max. Sorry, this A max will be this point. Okay, this is A max. Now full width half maximum. So this is a Gaussian curve. Half maximum means we have to find out the point where half maxima is coming. That is A max by 2. What's my point?
Yes, sir.
Full width half maximum. You have to measure the width of that two maximum point. Half maximum point. This point and this point. So that means this one. What's my point? Yes or no? This is nothing but every time unknowingly you are measuring this and you are saying, look, every time when you are observing this two curves, you are not measuring any kind of, any kind of slope or any kind of things. Just you are measuring the between these two, the gap between these two, and you are saying that this is a whether this is a sharper or steep or sharper or flatter. Got my point? So there is the reference point, which is nothing but the called the point where we have considered the width, that is nothing but the point of half maximum. This is nothing but the called of full width half maximum. Yes or no? Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Ax by 2, that is half maxima. Maxima ka half, uska full width. Okay. Now, if my resonance frequency is coming like this, say my resonance frequency is coming like this is my PR. So the half maxima, can I say half maxima? Say half maxima is coming PH. Half. This is half. So again, the half maxima will come another side PH, and say that the difference. Say that difference is nothing but this is delta. Say that this is nothing but the difference of delta. So can I write this way? That is a full width half maxima, that is the point, that is PR is nothing but, that is the pH, we can get, pH is nothing but PR, that modulus of PR plus minus delta is one. If this difference is delta, PR plus delta is pH, again PR minus of delta is pH, so pH equal to half plus minus half delta, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Or can I write it as delta equal to PR minus pH? Yes or no? Mod.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mathematically and experimentally, it is checked that if we calculate the value of delta, that delta for the forced oscillator or this kind of car will depend on K, and it will depend that delta equal to root 3K. Delta equal to root 3K. What do you mean by delta? That is the half, this is the, or you can say it is a 2 delta, there will be no issue. If you consider 2 delta, then it will be just another constant. So, okay. So if I check this one, delta, that is the distance between these two, this half maximum point and the resonant one, it depends on K. So look at this, if we increase the value of K, then what will happen? If we increase the value of K, what will happen?
Del will increase.
Delta will increase.
The gap will increase.
गैप विल इंक्रीज, तो मतलब ये एक ग्राफ है, तो इसका ये ग्राफ ये इंक्रीज कर जा रहा है. If this value is increasing, then what does it mean? If this value is increasing,
The graph is more sharper.
the graph is becoming flat. Okay, so that means whenever the sharpness, okay, whenever, so if the value of K, is increasing, then that means the value of the curve is becoming more flatter and flatter. Yes or no? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it
Yes,
clear
sir.
to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Why root 3K?
Clear.
Yes, sir.
Now the last question for the day. Now
Sir, why root 3K?
sorry.
Why root 3K?
This is an experimental fact. Okay, I can go for the derivation, but it's not required. It will depend on that's the constant term into K. That's right for your purpose. Okay. I can give you, if you want, I can give you. It will take another 10 to 15 minutes, but you don't need that much. Okay. Okay. Now my last question for the day. Can you correlate the sharpness of the resonance with the quality factor? Can you correlate with the sharpness of the resonance with the quality factor? Can you correlate between the sharpness of resonance and the quality factor? समझ में? Quality factor तुम लोग पढ़े हो damped में, sharpness पढ़ रहे हो force में, लेकिन can you correlate between these two?
ওখানে শার্পনেসটা আলটিমেটলি তো ফ্রিকোয়েন্সির উপর ডিপেন্ড করছে।
No, sharpness টা ডিপেন্ড করছে কে এর উপর?
ড্যাম্পিং কনস্ট্যান্ট, সেটা তো ফ্রিকোয়েন্সিটাকে চেঞ্জ করবে।
ওইভাবে কি মানে কমপ্লেক্স করে, আমার নাক কোথায় সোজা না দেখে মাই নোজ ইজ লাইক দিস।
স্যার গ্রাফটা থেকে
So change in
Sir, due to relaxation time and natural frequency.
Q is nothing but omega into 1/2k.
Yes, sir.
So if K
Yes.
value is increasing, what will happen?
Q will increase.
Quality factor increase.
Quality increase करेगा?
Decrease.
Decrease.
Sir, you decrease.
Quality factor will decrease. अब यहाँ पर K value increase होगा तो क्या होगा?
শার্পনেসটাও কমছে।
Sharpness will decrease.
Or flatter, sir.
So quality factor
कम जाएगा.
and the sharpness of resonance is proportional. If the value of K is increasing, that means both quality factor and the sharpness both will decrease. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here you can check this one, delta is the hardness of resonance, that is root 3k. If this increases, that means curve is more fatter. Yes or no? And this increases, if this increases, this will be less, yes or no? So with the increment in the value of the k, both the quality factor and the sharpness both falls, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So they are interconnected. Okay. So I'll stop it here. Tomorrow, 2% is absent, but I know that they have already mailed me. So don't worry. So thank you so much. If you have any kind of question, maybe I'll come back tomorrow at third period. So to end up the course procedure. Okay. So if you have any kind of question, you can mail me or I can ask me tomorrow. Just guys, please start your reading. You are maybe 1 year almost, but due to COVID and everything, so you are lacking in several aspects. Try to read at least 1 hour or 2 hours per day. 1 hour is more than enough but it has to be per day. Okay. So thank you so much. I am leaving.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.